Guys, if you can find one mistake in the Quran, I will leave Islam right now.
In Surah 23:14, the Quran says that Allah first makes the skeleton of a person and then clothes them with flesh. That is an error. We know how humans develop, and that's not it.
Again, he's saying there's another contradiction in the Quran. He quotes chapter 23, verse 14, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, then we created the embryonic lump into bones, and then we clothed it, meaning the bones, with flesh, right? And he's saying that no, this isn't true. Scientifically speaking, the bones and the flesh are created at the same time, simultaneously, and it's not the bones are created first and then the flesh is created after, and then the flesh covers the bones, right? He's saying that's not how it happens scientifically, okay? So that's his criticism. Let's have a look. So embryology divides human development into stages. There's the cartilage models, that first form, which is known as the pre-bone stage. Then ossification, which is the bone formation. And then after that, the myoblasts, which is the muscle tissues that migrate and wrap around the skeletal structure. So Larson's Human Embryology states that the bone development begins in the limb buds before the muscles surround them. This is exactly what the Quran said. Idham and laham. And also here the Quran says, we clothed the bones with flesh. Look at this ultrasound. It is the image of a fetus between the weeks 7 and 8. Look at how it shows clear cartilage forming and then muscle tissues wrapping around it. So it's true that the bones are formed first and then the flesh comes afterwards, and it covers them exactly as the Quran said. And Dr. Keith Moore, in his book, The Developing Human, professor of anatomy, he says that the Quranic sequence of development corresponds exactly to modern embryology. Then we have Dr. Maurice said in describing the development of the embryo, the Quran has made statements which science has only rediscovered in recent times. So they're acknowledging the miracle of the Quran. So scientifically speaking, this description from the Quran is very accurate based on the imaging and the embryological texts. Dr. E. Marshall Johnson, Director of Anatomy at the Thomas Jefferson University, said that the Quran describes not only the internal development of shape, but also the external wrapping of flesh over the bone. There's a video series from Dr. Marshall. It's called This is the Truth video series from the 1980s. He explains that the bones do come first and the flesh is created after, and exactly as the Quran says, it wraps around the skeletal structure. Therefore, no, there is not a mistake in the Quran.